Hello, good evening, lovely viewers. Welcome to the very first episode of Tech Today right here on MX24. I'm so excited to have you locked in with me. My name is Eddie Compson and I'll be your regular host. On this show, I'm going to give you all the latest gist in tech, all the tech headlines, the rumors, the leaks, and much more. And I also have some exciting features for you. We're going to look at our app for the week. We're going to have tech tips and many, many more. But before we delve into all that, let's go for this quick commercial break. We'll be right back. Welcome back. Don't forget to join the conversation by following us on social media, on all our social media platforms at MX24GH with the hashtag TechToday. Send me your tweets, send me your questions and everything. I'll surely attend to them. There's been a lot happening in the tech space, right? Things are happening every day, almost every day. And to bring you the tech tips, I've actually put together some headlines for you, rounded up nicely for you. Let's just go back for that video and we'll be right back.
Microsoft hints at a new look for Windows 10. Windows 10's major interface overhaul is coming. The overall look, as seen in Microsoft Teams and Outlook mockups, is more modern and in line with a lot of changes seemingly underway for Windows 10, or what may eventually become Windows 11. Microsoft has indicated that whatever is coming in the pipeline for Windows 10, there will be major changes, revolutionary additions, and the next generation of Windows, maybe even Windows 11. Messaging app WhatsApp has been a staple for smartphones for years now, eclipsing Apple and Google's own messaging apps for something that's used by billions around the world. It looks as though the disappearing messaging is what they want to focus on. While they can already disappear messages after a certain amount of time, there's also the upcoming ability to view a message once and it will disappear. This will include photos or videos similar to how Snapchat works. You view the message once and never again. So this could be useful for someone who wants to send over confidential information. It's also been confirmed that multi-device support is coming to the beta version of WhatsApp within the next 2 months. So it's not a far cry to see iPad support appear by the end of August 2021. Google will soon introduce a mechanism to enhance the privacy protection of Android users, according to the details the company shared with Android mobile app developers. Google announced the change in an email to all Play Store developers, arguing that the proposed change will give users more control over their data for greater security and privacy. As per the note, the company wants to make it harder for advertisers to track users as they move between apps. The update is similar to how Apple strengthened the privacy of iOS users by turning off tracking by default and allowing users to opt in when needed. There aren't many Apple Watch 7 leaks just yet, but we've got a few things for you. For now, we've seen unofficial renders showing the possible design of the wearable, complete with flat edges rather than the rounded ones of the Apple Watch 6. We'd expect it to be more powerful than its predecessors, with some new features. We've heard some rumors pointing to a new design, a glucometer, new swim track features, and so many more.
All right, so I'm so excited today because I'm not doing this alone. I have two wonderful gentlemen with me here today. I have the almighty Franklin Gyan Jr with me here today. I've had the chance to work with you a few times and everything, but just introduce yourself quickly to our guests.
Okay, so my name is Franklin Gyan Jr. Yeah. I'm an advertising photographer, commercial, and advertising. Also a creative entrepreneur and the founder of 11 Space.
Yeah, that's good one. You have a big whiz in the photography industry. We'll come back to that. Nana Kweku, just introduce yourself to us quickly.
My name is Nana Kweku. I am a creative. I am a content director in the agency I work with. Yeah. And when I'm not doing that, I do smartphone photography and videography.
I think that's what a lot of people know you for. Like, iShotonSamsung, they don't really know your name as Nana Kweku Sekyi.
Nobody knows that.
So what inspired you to pick the name iShotonSamsung, and why did you choose to just use Samsung for your content?
Okay, I mean, before I started using Samsung phones, I was using iPhone.
Okay.
And my issue with the iPhone was the fact that it was difficult for me to move files around, the compatibility with the devices that I used. So I decided to try something else. I used the Samsung and I realized that I loved them more. So I stuck to Samsung. Over the years, what I used to do was just randomly take pictures of things, friends, anything, and I just edit them. I think I used to do that with Focus and Blay. If we used to do that a lot because I was in the same school with him back in GIG. So over a period, I think somewhere 3 years ago or something, I just felt like I have so many images and videos on my phone that I wasn't using for anything, and nobody sees the things that I do. If probably I'm out with you and I take pictures of you, I just edit and send to you. When you post, I don't care whether you tag me on it. I don't care. I was just doing it for the fun. So I woke up one day and I was like, okay, let me just create a social media account and just start posting them. I created an Instagram account. I didn't know what name to use. I wanted something that would be unique. Also because I felt like every smartphone content creator I had seen out there was using an iPhone.
An iPhone, yeah.
And I wanted mine to stand out so that people actually know the device that I use. So I called it iShotonSamsung. And
so we've seen the evolution of mobile phone, smartphone cameras over the years, and it's quite scary where it's going. And then sometimes I just ask myself, I actually watched a movie on Netflix that it was about a basketball rookie player, and the whole movie was shot on an iPhone 8 in 2018. And it's quite scary, the kind of quality that you get. So Franklin, for you as a commercial photographer who uses the big stuff, what do you think about this? What do you think? Where do you think the mobile photography is heading to? Do you think DSLR cameras are going to lose the war?
For the future of technology right now, the way technology is going right now is quite unpredictable, but it's very, very highly possible that phones will now be very soon in the near future be very powerful to the extent that it will match up against the mirrorless or the DSLRs. And honestly, I don't see any problem with that because once we get the quality that's needed, it's perfect and we can just go along with it and, create our content that we want, advertising for commercial purposes and everything that is needed for. So, quite optimistic about it. I love the idea of it. So maybe
it's something you actually tried.
I'll be dropping my DSLR.
So you see yourself dropping your big stuff.
Yeah, of course.
You have to pack the lights.
Exactly. Because imagine if you have a phone, right? The same phone you can edit on it.
Probably,
you can upload on what's it called? Instagram or all the social platforms, all on one phone. Yeah. Why not? Why would you go and take this now put here on your phone?
The interesting thing is, the phone gives you that chance to be able to move freely, and you don't have to carry big gear wherever you are. Sometimes something is happening, and just in a spur of the moment, you need to capture the whatever it is that you want to capture. With a mirrorless or DSLR, you now have to bring the body, bring your lens, fix this, fix that. By the time you're done, whatever you want to capture is gone. So this allows you to, and I think for YouTubers and other vloggers, this has become, smartphones have become like the go-to device for them, and you are able to, even if you want to get close. I mean, currently you won't match a mirrorless or a DSLR. I mean, you get a quality that is close enough. If you want to push it even further, what you can do is buy all these extra gears that you can add to what you have. So me, for instance, I have a cage that I can fit the phone in. I have a DOF adapter that will allow me to mount a regular lens on to give me the quality that maybe I can't achieve with a DSLR mirrorless, but I'll get a very good enough quality to use for maybe a high budget thing that somebody's expecting, but with a low
let me just stay on you a little bit more. What kind of photography do you do? Do you have are you specializing in any kind of photography, or you just shoot anything that you find around you?
I don't just shoot. I often like to have some bit of art in the thing that I'm trying to capture. Irrespective of what it is that I'm trying to capture with my lens, I want a bit of art in there. I want you to be able to see it and go like, hey, wow, how you do this one? Yeah. Why did you think of this? Because I mean, on Franklin's page a lot of times, and I see some of the things. I'm like,
we
hey,
all are.
Charlie.
We all are.
What's up? So that's the kind of reaction that I'm trying to get out of people. And my primary aim has always been to give people the idea that, look, if you want to do photography, you want to shoot something, and you can't afford the gear that you would have loved to use, your smartphone is the best alternative to go for. Because, I mean, some of the smartphones that you're using, they cost as much as maybe the body of a mirrorless. The only difference is you don't have the lenses and the other things. So if you have that maybe 8,000 that you can buy a camera with, when you're done, you have to buy a lens that probably costs like 12K or some 15K or something. You don't have the money. You can go for the smartphone and use it for whatever it is that you want to use it for. So, I mean, that's pretty much it.
Franklin, I believe you chose to stick to the DSLR cameras because of the kind of photography that you do, the commercial and the big stuff. Have you ever wanted to try to do like a big gig with, let's say, a Samsung phone or the highest grade of the iPhones to try to just test your limits?
I won't say try to do that with a big gig. It's more like try my hands at just creating some content with it. But because within the advertising and commercial space, most of the artworks end up on billboards. So as is on billboards, you need a phone that has, a huge, if not a phone or a device, whatever device you're going to use has this huge megapixels to help, so that whenever it's, stretched out, it doesn't pixelate. So, I mean, if I'm supposed to experiment, which I have with the Samsung, is usually for socials, just to create some content for maybe brands, people selling shito, those type of movable things that people, everyday things that people want to, like makeup artists, all those things that you want to just post on your Instagram is what I've tried, using the phone with. But for a big gig, it's quite dicey because I don't want to, compromise on any quality. And not to say that a smartphone can do that, because there are some photographers outside who have used an iPhone for campaigns, huge campaigns. When iPhone was releasing the 11, they engaged some photographers, which ended up using the iPhone to, shoot some campaigns, which was blown out on billboards. Not to say that it can't, but I just like to be safe and use my DSLR. But definitely, we can tell that from the looks of things and how technology is going.
It's going to get there.
It's definitely going to get there where you find your iPhone or your iPad or your Samsung being able to give you the same quality as the DSLR.
That also means one photo is going to be like 1 GB or 2 GB on your phone.
No, but you see, there's a possibility that even you can get that same quality. But maybe the file size will reduce. Anything is possible. Because nobody thought that we could be sending files over computers with this Type C technology at the snap of a finger. Then you have about 1 gig gone.
Let's just do this very quickly. What's your favorite photo editing app to work with?
On the phone or
both, actually?
Okay, so on the phone I would say Snapseed and Lightroom.
Okay.
Then on the computer, it's definitely Capture One, Photoshop.
Okay.
Yes.
And for you, Nana, Kweku?
I mean, Lightroom. Because I do video stuff as well. Sometimes I use Power Director and InShot on the phone. There are times that, depending on the weight of the file that I'm editing, I'll have to move it to a computer. I can do all those multiple cuts on the phone. So if I'm using it on a computer, I use Premiere Pro. And that's basically it.
This is very interesting. I'm actually considering entering their space very soon to go and create some content with them. Maybe your road trips and your other stuff. I mean, we can always discuss that.
Yes.
Yeah. Our next session will be our app for the week. But just before that, we'll go for this quick commercial break. All right, so this has been fun. This has been really fun. And as I said, you can follow this conversation on our social media platforms at MX24GH with the hashtag TechToday. It's quite interesting when I asked them about the apps and the softwares that they use to edit. They all said Lightroom. I'm sure someone is at home asking, what's Lightroom? Is it like a light bulb or something? And that's our next feature, the app for the week. Let's just go for that quickly. So if you've been wondering what to use to edit all the nice photos that you've been taking with your phone, there you have it, Lightroom Mobile. And you can also actually use it on your Mac, right?
Yes.
As you said.
There's a software from Lightroom.
It belongs to the
Lightroom. Adobe Suite, yeah.
So is it a free software?
Yes.
I mean,
because I've seen trial versions, which is like 30 days or something,
yes.
and then you have to
have the trial version.
On the
paying
phone,
for
there's
it.
a free version, but there are limitations.
Oh,
you
okay.
can't do
You
certain
can't get
things.
everything, all the presets.
So if you want the full,
So do you have to buy presets for the Lightroom Mobile?
Presets, anybody can make the presets.
Yeah.
I can make my own presets and put it on live for sale. So then there are tons of presets online.
This is great.
for sale.
This is a great opportunity for the content creators and the micro influencers and
everybody
creating content on a daily basis.
Yeah.
Well, guys, this has been fun. I wish it never ended, but we have to go. Thank you so much for coming, Franklin. Thank you so much, Nana Kweku, for coming. I'm sure we'll surely catch up. I really wish this wasn't ending anytime soon, but unfortunately, this brings us to the end of the very first episode of Tech Today. This has been really fun, and as I said earlier, my name is Eddie Kumsen. I'll be your regular host. I'll catch you on the next episode. Until then, it's goodbye for now.